So far, Thea's enjoyed her dates with Neil, but he remains undecided. There's chemistry between Rick and Lyndall, but Dean's now convinced that Lyndall's his favourite girl too.
I am quite attracted to you.
And Carly just can't make her mind up.
Part of me is going towards Neil, but then I did have a laugh with Dean.
Before the final round, the daters' DNA is analysed to see if there are any biologically closely matched couples within the group.
All daters were asked to submit a cheek swab for DNA test.
For our 6 daters, there is one highly matched couple.
Richard matched with Lyndall.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
So you're 80% matched with Richard.
With their DNA so perfectly matched, Lyndall and Rick have invited each other for a final date in the dark.
Being genetically compatible with Rick has made me more excited for our date, but he was my #1 choice for this afternoon, before I knew that.
Oh, hey! How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, not so bad, not so bad.
Good.
My genetic partner, genetic match.
We have great children. How's that for speeding things up?
Yeah, that's it. We don't even need to, we can just skip straight to the babies.
Got a game to play.
Okay, sounds good.
But there is a piñata.
Oh, awesome.
We were trying to hit this piñata, and given that you can't see it, and that we're different heights, it put up a lot of resistance.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It actually hit me. I need a kiss. Just on it there, this girl in tears.
Then he did the swift thing of asking me to kiss his head better as well, which was kind of sweet, but smooth one.
There's definitely an attraction growing with Lyndall. Both of the dates with Lyndall have been really good fun, really relaxed.
I really like you capture my attention. I like it.
Cool.
Something a bit special, and I think you have something a bit unique, so that's a good thing.
That's sweet, thank you. It would definitely be nice to see him again. I have no idea what he looks like. I think I would still be attracted to him, unless he was absolutely horrid.
After the success of their compatibility date, Dean has also decided he would like to see Lyndall again.
I've chosen Lyndall for my final date because we connected well, and I'm hoping for at least a kiss. Okay, what kind of guy do you normally go for?
I like honesty, I like generosity.
Okay.
I don't like arrogance.
Whoa! You actually think I'm arrogant, don't you?
I wouldn't say necessarily arrogant. Maybe a bit cocky.
Yeah, I'm cocky, cheeky, that's it. I'm not arrogant. I don't think I'm God's gift.
He seems to say that he's cheeky a lot. And yes, he does say cheeky things, but I think he puts effort into it. So I don't think it's just natural to him. I think he does try to be that way.
Just a little peck on the lips.
That's wishful thinking.
Just a little peck.
Wait. He was like, just a quick one on the lips. So I just thought to myself, well, whatever. Now I'm kind of like, why'd I do that? Because he's going to go back and tell the other boys.
How's your nose? Nose intact, not broken?
Yeah, it's alright, mate.
Did you get hit in the nose?
No, got a kiss though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lips, cheek?
I knew you'd close it.
Thea was not invited on a final date. However, she has chosen to meet her firm favourite, Neil.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Neil because I think he's a really nice guy. I like him.
Would you look for in a guy?
Really good sense of humour, someone that's quite outgoing, creative, just kind of sociable that I can have a laugh with, might have a bit more of a sort of sensitive side. I think he pretty much matches up to sort of what I would be looking for, personality-wise. Oh, pressure, what about you? I don't know, give me a chance.
Definitely got to be snowboarding. Like, remember when we were sitting there, like, ideal holiday, Despen, like an Aspen or something like that?
Yeah.
Like a snow, like a cabin type thing. I've never had that type of holiday.
That's exactly what I want to do now.
I think Thea's a very, very sweet girl. But even though it's a second date, I still feel like we're on our first date of that whole getting to know each other a bit more.
After 2 successful dates, Carly and Neil both invite each other to the dark room.
I'm looking forward to my final date with Carly because the last date I just had with her, I left with a big grin on my face and had a really good time and just felt like I wanted to talk to her more.
Oh.
I've decided to do some salsa dancing with Neil, so just see if he's got a bit of rhythm or if he's got 2 left feet. Oh, you're quite good, this leg.
Oh yeah, check the rhythm.
This leg.
Oh no.
He picked up the dance moves really quick, so he just threw himself into it and went for it, which I like about him. He's not like putting on a front or trying to show off or anything, he's just being him.
So what are you wearing tomorrow? Hot pants?
No,
short skirt?
I might just wear my underwear.
You're just going to wear your underwear?
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
His cheeky side come out then, and I was like, oh, so you are a bit cheeky as well. So I've just seen loads of different layers to him, and it's like, he's kind of all rolled into one. It's like, it's good.
Yeah, they're quite big glasses, trying to fit them.
They're really thick.
They're not really thick. Look at you panicking.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, thanks for that. Good work.
Again, came out smiling, had a really, really good time. It really will now come down to looks.
Until tomorrow, babe.
Hi guys.
How was it?
Yeah, no, it was really good. I had a really lovely time. If the lights come up and he's an attractive man, then it'd just be the icing on the cake, really.
But a curious Carly has decided to meet Dean for one last date before she chooses who she wants to see in the light.
I'm kind of torn between the two, but my gut's saying Neil. But part of me just wants to see Dean one more time.
Right.
Oh! Yeah, you?
I'm alright, yeah. Alright.
So, right.
You go then.
When I first met you, you seemed very jokey.
Yeah.
As if you weren't really that serious. And I thought, oh, maybe like you just come across like that because you was a little bit nervous, or you know.
I don't get nervous. I am a very cocky, very fun-going guy, and I like to make people laugh. But serious, I can be serious when the time warrants it.
I think you've got tiny hands.
Ish. Yeah, I suppose. They're bigger than yours, though.
Yeah, but I'm a girl.
Check it out.
I'm really, really glad like I have come and spoke to you, because I must admit the first time I was like, he seems a bit of a joker. I'm not really sure if he's serious. But I'm really glad, like, and you seem to want a lot of what I want.
Oh.
I know.
Holding hands and all sorts.
I know. You thought I didn't like you.
I know. My opinions change all the time now. It was Carly, back down to Lyndall, Carly again. I'm waiting. I have no idea who to choose at the moment. Definitely 50-50 between them two. Right, there we are. Here we are. Down here. Feel for it. Oh. Is that gonna be on the cheek? I'm gonna have a lipstick mark.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
It was like meeting a completely different person. He was really down to earth, just really nice. It's really, really, I am so confused. I do like him. After that date, I really like him. I don't know what's got into me today with these boys.
I don't know whether you can see, but she had lip gloss on. She kissed me there,
I can see it on there.
You see it sparkling.
She just kissed you randomly on the face. How did you get that out of it?
Hey, I'm Dean Chamberlain.
I'm not going to lie, when Dean comes off his dates, it does either knock either me or Rick down a couple of steps. I'd had a great date with Carly, and then he comes back down and he's had a kiss and a cuddle, and I didn't get anywhere near anything like that, so that kind of knocked me off a pedestal as well. So it's definitely throwing some confusion into the mix.
It's the moment of truth. After 2 days and 3 rounds of dating, the daters finally get to choose the one person they would like to see in the light. Well, looks really matter. Could 10 seconds of light destroy days of chemistry and bonding? Or will personality shine through? The first couple to see each other in the light are Rick and Lyndall, who have both invited each other.
I invited Rick because I thought we had a great date yesterday, and he picked me, so that was great. I just hope neither of us are disappointed.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Lyndall in the light. I really like her. I've had really nice times on our dates, and I think it'll be really interesting to see if she is smoking hot.
The daters are not permitted to talk during the light reveal and cannot see each other's reactions.
If I don't find him attractive, it's kind of going to be like, wow, everything can be so deceptive. And I guess I will realise how important looks are.
I wouldn't say I was absolutely blown away by Lyndall's look, but I'm not really sure what girl would have ever blown me away in that context, really. I don't think I'm necessarily that easily blown away.
When the light came up on Rick, I was just like, seriously? Like, I didn't go, oh, gross, no ways. Just not like, oh, I want to run up and hug you.
After much deliberation, Dean has finally chosen to see Lyndall in the light, rather than Carly.
At the moment, I prefer Lyndall. Her personality shone over Carly's.
I got invited to the light reveal by Dean, which I was not expecting. I expected him to invite Carly, for sure. So I'm flattered.
I'm not worried whatsoever about her seeing me in the light because I'm a good-looking guy. Don't struggle with women normally, so why should Lyndall be any different?
I was so nervous and it was just like so much suspense.
She is quite attractive, but whether the looks match up to her personality, I don't know. So I will definitely have to sleep on it tonight.
He's hot. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Don't quite know. I don't know what to say, but good. It's a good thing. I'm glad he chose me now.
Thea has not been invited by anyone, but has chosen to see Neil.
Neil chose to invite Carly, which I totally saw happening, but, you know, I had to go with my gut instinct of who I thought I had the most in common with.
It was really, really nice to get an invite off Thea, because we did connect in the room, but obviously I could only choose one.
He's got a great personality that, you know, I think would work for me. But I don't know whether really I fancy Neil without seeing him. I was pleasantly surprised. He's cute. I wouldn't kind of pick him in a bar, maybe.
When the light came on Thea, I thought she was a good-looking girl. She had a contagious smile, but just not what I was expecting, I don't think.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe 7.5. He's an attractive guy.
Although Neil has chosen to see Carly in the light, she has decided to pick Dean, meaning she will get to see both men.
I really wanted to see both Neil and Dean. I sent it to Dean, hoping Neil would want to see me.
Obviously, I would have loved to have had an invite off of Carly, because obviously I invited her, so it's quite nice to be reciprocated. Obviously she invited Dean, which has made me panic more and kind of write Carly off a little bit.
Neil may be a bit annoyed that I invited Dean, because Neil must feel we had really good dates, and we did, and I can't tell him why I chose Dean, so I may have ruined my chances anyway.
The light reveal is going to probably be the toughest part of the experience, purely because that's my biggest weakness, is the way I look.
The minute that light come on, I instantly knew there'd be no romance there whatsoever. To think I was emotionally connected to this guy, I was actually falling for him. If I'd have kissed him and them lights come on, oh, I'd have to move countries, like, it just would have been awful.
A little bit disappointed, maybe. I was expecting to kind of be like, oh, God, completely knocked down, gorgeous, like, just like mouth open style, and it just didn't quite spark properly.
Thank God I picked Dean for a choice, because if I'd have just picked Neil and that was it, I'd have been so upset. But I'm just hoping that Dean is maybe nice looking.
Not bothered whatsoever about me and Neil seeing Carly, because I think she's a bit shallow. She's going to be looks orientated, and hopefully I've got that. I literally have no perspective of Carly whatsoever.
I know he's going to have muscles and he's going to be nicely built, but I have no idea what he's going to look like.
I was expecting blonde hair, big boobs, typical wag, I suppose, typical girl who just so focused on looks, makeup, plastered on, and that's what I got.
Don't know. Like, I was looking at him thinking, and then part of me was like, I'm not sure. I didn't imagine him to look like that. He was very baby-faced. I wouldn't go for that. He just didn't. I didn't initially think, well, it was kind of, I don't know.
Coming up, having seen each other in the light, who will meet up and who will walk away?
Match made in heaven, in her eyes, in my eyes. Match made in hell.